Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyil kareem Muhammadin wa alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. So you are there in the topic or chapter of Hajb Hirman, or prohibitive elimination, or which totally deprives someone from taking any share in the inheritance, even though he is one of the inheritors or the heirs, but in situations he is totally deprived. So in this regard, we mentioned that husband and wife, they do not face this situation because they are taking their share. In one situation more, in another situation less. But totally deprivation, that is not there. So now those who are getting deprived totally and they are not taking any share in the inheritance, one is the grandfather. So grandfather is a heir in those 12 which we have mentioned before. But when the father of the deceased is alive, so the grandfather is totally eliminated. He does not take anything. Number 2, the grandmother, she is one of the inheritors. But if the mother of the deceased is there, alive, so then the grandmother, maybe the paternal one or the maternal one, both are eliminated because of the actual mother. Note, the paternal one is getting eliminated by the deceased father as well. When the father is alive, so his mother is not taking any share in the property. Full brother and sister, they are eliminated by the existence of the male descendants of the deceased. By who? By the male descendants of the deceased, mean the son or the grandson. And also by the father of the deceased. And that is ijma. By the father, that is ijma. No dispute there amongst the fuqaha. And by the grandfather, according to Abu Hanifa, rahmatullahi alayhi. Not according to Jamhur and Imam Abu Yusuf. And Imam rahmatullahi alayhi says, he is taking share as a father. The grandfather is taking share because he is considered like father when the father is not there. So now if the father is eliminating someone, so the grandfather for sure will eliminate that one as well. Got it? That's what Jumhur and Imam Abu Yusuf, they are of the view that he is not actual father, he is figurative father. Figurative father means he is the grandfather. Got it? Not direct father. So that's why in this rule he is not considered like father. Got it? Half of paternal brothers and sisters, they are eliminated by the existence of all those brothers and sisters are eliminated by 2 or more full sisters, or even by 1 full sister if she became a residue. And as we mentioned that a sister becomes a residue with the daughter of the deceased. As Rasulullah says, Ij'alul akhawat ma'al banati asaba. When somebody passed away and he left his daughter or granddaughter, the daughter of his son, daughter, or in her absence, the granddaughter, and also a sister. So now the daughter or the granddaughter will take half of the property as a sharer. But a sister with this daughter or granddaughter, she becomes residue. She becomes residue. So she is taking the whole property, the remaining one. Grandson. He is eliminated by the son of the deceased. For example, Zayd, he passed away. Yes. He had two sons, Amr and Khalid. Khalid passed away in his lifetime, in the father's lifetime. And he left behind his son, which is the grandson of Zayd. Got it? So now as Amr is there, Amr is the real son. Got it? And this grandson is the nephew of Amr. But the grandson of the deceased, so now the son is there, so this grandson is eliminated. Got it or not it? Because there is a general rule in inheritance. Al-Qarib yahjubul ba'id. The nearest relative prevent the farthest one. The nearest relative prevents the farthest one. So now son is the nearest and grandson, that's the farthest. But as we mentioned before, that anybody can make a will or wasiyah up to the 1/3 of his property. After the burial expenses and payment of debts, he has the right to make a will up to 1/3 of the remaining property. 1/3 of the remaining property. So that's why the fuqaha are of the view that if somebody has a grandson who is supposed to get eliminated because his uncle is alive, got it? So they say that the grandfather should make a will in his favor. The grandfather should make a will in his favor. But that will cannot be more than 1/3 of the remaining property. Got it? And this will need expression or writing. Expression or writing. According to 3 Imams. And according to Imam Malik, rahmatullahi alayh, he says it does not need expression. He called it wasiyati wajiba. That was binding on him to make a wasiyah. He didn't, so it became due. He didn't. So he says it became due. It means up to 1/3 of the property could be given to the grandson. Got it? Yes. Got it or not? Yes. So that is the mazhab of whom? Imam Malik, rahmatullahi alayh. Furthermore, inshallah, next time, and the chapter is the important chapter, which is actually the base of inheritance. We call it furuz, shares. So in Sharia, there are only 6 shares. How many? 6 shares. Half, 1/4, 1/8. We call it qism awwal, the first kind. Half, 1/4, 1/8. And there is qism sani. So we call it 1/6, 1/3, and 2/3. So sharers, they are taking only these 6 shares. Got it? In different situations and in different forms. And when more than one come there, so then the common denominator, that works. وصلى الله تعالى على خير